Hello and welcome to another part of Tombstone 4 on the PS1. This time we're doing Kona, because it's the last one of the three. And then all I got left is fucking London. So, let's do it. Kona USA, and the Kona USA video can be seen in the movies menu, because that's important. And you won't be seeing it until the extras video. I still gotta do the fucking Tombstone 3 one, but screw it. Right now we have to deal with Tombstone 4, and we have to deal with Kona, which, it's kind of more difficult. There are two goals that you will be confused on, but for the most part, it's not that bad, honestly. Here's a stat point, by the way. This is again a very small area, but even the PS2 version, it's pretty small, so it's not too big a problem. It's not too big a change either. A lot of Kona is still the same, but the goals are iffy. Very, very iffy. First of all, there's nothing around here. Wasted time, sadly. I'm just exploring around for a bit. And there's some green here, which we'll be doing first. Not that green, but also it's a stat point here. There's another music thing here, another music track over here. And there's a deck over there. So all collectibles are pretty much in a bunched up area. And here's a jump cut to that deck right now, because all you have to do is go to the snake's head, because it's the big, giant snake run, and you jump up to that little hut there, and that's it. Right, so Tombstone, this is the first one that confuses me. You have to jump into the electric right here. The thing is, it's kind of iffy, because you'll do a grind most of the time, but you can't just go up into the electric. You have to jump up and do the electric. It's kind of weird. I don't know why it's like this, but if you can do it this way, then there you go. But you can't just ride up on it, because it doesn't work like that. It does not work. You won't beat the score. You won't beat the goal, I mean. And also, there's a stat point right there. Now it's time to get 30 feet up on a vert trick by this pole right here, which is very easy. And that gave me a stat point as well. Let's do the second one, which gives me 60 feet. Considering our stats right now, that should be the maximum I can get without a boneless jump. So, there you go. Now then, I'm going to go and do one more goal. This green one over here, the score one, I believe this next one's going to be, the rookie score, which is 55,000 points. Not that bad, honestly. There's a lot of places you can go for getting a big score. It's a few where the best score you can get can be achieved in. But, ultimately, there's a lot of spots you can go for score. Anyway, time for this one, the cannon one. This is the second goal that makes me a bit iffy on it. You don't just do the cannonball into the fucking bowl. You have to do a spine transfer. You can't just do this. And that's it. This is the jump, by the way. You can't just do that. You have to do something that's actually new to this game, that the game doesn't really make you do a whole lot. Spine transferring into the thing. So, what you have to do is actually spine transfer into the gap. You can't just jump right in. And the thing is, it's very awkward, the spining in this game. I believe we have done this before, but yeah, it's rarely done in this game, and it's very off. And we got another stat point, and this one's also off. Getting this gap and doing a fucking kickflip or heel flip burial. I do it here, as you can see. It didn't work though, because it requires you to do it a specific way. You have to jump this far ahead. Yeah. There's something very iffy about Kona in this version. I don't get why. Get up on the roof, by the way, for the tape. It's right over here. Just make a jump for it. And go back on the roof for the stat point on the other side, which you just have to just jump up here and grind, and that's it. And make sure to jump to the left for the stat point. Like so. Okay, so time for a high score combo, which is 80,000 points. It's not that bad, honestly. I mean, there are a lot of spots you can go for to get a pretty decent amount of 100 points, 100,000 points I mean, so really, there shouldn't be any problem with getting 80,000. I mean, watch this. Perfect 90. There you go. Okay, now I have to go and do the skate letters, which are right behind me. Because the game doesn't show you where they are, you start where you're looking and that's it. So yeah, the skate letters are very easy. In fact, some of the spots that you'll find here are pretty much the same as in the PS2 version. But that's not a big deal kind of thing. I am not a fan of Kona in this version, honestly. It's very iffy. And it does show the limitations of the PS1, basically, with this version. On how Tombstone 4 does not work on the PS1 at all. By the way, fuck the 1 foot Japan. That's the trick that fucks me over outside the 540 flip. This fucking trick, it makes you think you're gonna go straight, but then you're going sideways. It's a weird fucking trick. And I hate the goddamn thing. And I try so hard to avoid ever doing it. But sometimes you just can't. You have to do it for those points. So, you know. Sometimes you just have to do it, and then you get fucked over and bail, and then you're utterly screwed. And that's how life goes, I guess. Not really, but it's now time for the hard skate letters, which honestly are more straightforward and easier than the last skate letters. I mean, look at this. It's kind of a joke, really. Honestly, this is easier than the last fucking ones. I think they fucked up on which one was easy and which one was hard. Also, you actually have to do a spine transfer for this one. And yes, that was very easy. And we got a stat point for it. Now it's time for triple flips. You can do in any direction really, but the only triple flips I ever see is impossible heel or kick flips. And I've never seen a triple shove it before, so but whatever, we beat it. Now it's time for competition. It's time to get some big scores. Which isn't going to be that hard because there's a lot of good spots. And one of the best spots for me is this spot. Because, in a way, not only do you get a gap there, but the spine transfer kind of counts as a trick. So you actually do get a part of combo by doing a spine transfer. And it actually helps. Because by doing this, you can get up to about 300,000. So, this is actually a pretty big joke of a fucking contest. And I can honestly say it's one of the easier ones. But yeah, ultimately, this level, Kona, is not that hard. Like, 2 of the goals, and you've already seen them, you wouldn't know much about them. They're very fucking iffy, honestly. But basically the whole entire game is. And also the audio was pretty fast there. Anyway, now it's time for the combo. Which is as straightforward as you can get. Except for the O at the end. I thought I had to grind there, but I fucked up. You're not supposed to grind there and go all the way over there. You're actually supposed to jump up on the ramp and then go to the O over here. And there you go. And now it's time for the hard combo, which is actually hard. Yeah. Oh, by the way, music, of course. Because we can't have a fucking part about the music just chiming in every fucking so often. It's like 1 or 2 seconds. And that's the combo. Okay, so now it's time to go ahead and do some scores. We have 180,000 points to go for. Let's go ahead and do our pro score. And while we go for the score, might as well explain that this game is really not that good. The PS2 version is fucking excellent, honestly, but the PS1... Oh, by the way, of course, 540 flip has to come all the way in to fuck with me every time. But yeah, with this version of the Home Skater 4, it's really not that good. It shows that this is not a good version. This like we've gone beyond the PS1 basically. Because when you're trying to do stuff like the spine transfers or this free for all doing the goals thing, it doesn't work well. Like it's very off. Oh, hi music. And the worst part about it is not only does it feel off, it just doesn't work. Like not only for this game, but also for the system. Because there are a lot of glitches you can make with this version that are really bad. And I don't like them at all. Which is why I don't do them. I don't bother doing any glitches in this game because not only do I find it easy, I find it disrespectful because it's just... Of course you can glitch the fuck out of this game. Look at it. It's like... Everything is very sensitive and the controls are a bit off. And the game is just not that interesting. And not only that, but the music is also doing that N64 kind of thing, where instead of like playing the full song, it's playing a loop of the songs. Like a constant annoying loop. And it's very annoying. I don't know why I don't know why they edited the music, but they did. And this is no more apparent than the menu, because when you listen to the menu, it's actually like that really badly. And it's like that in the game as well and everything. It's just... I don't know why I did this, because this is the N64 quality bullshit, the soundtrack. The PS1 has never had a problem like this, because the other three games, they play the full song. I mean, yeah, they cut off from the fucking fade-out thing, but they play the full fucking song. Here, though, they heavily edit it to be looped around, and I don't know why. I don't understand why. Anyway, final one, the sick combo scored 250,000 points. Really, I get like 400,000 in this one here, so... Yeah, this isn't that bad. But yeah, there are a lot of glitches, and even if I don't want to show them, they do pop up. Like, revert's not working, manual's not working, manual is just cutting the combo off because I went backwards. The sensitivity of everything, and of course, just how fucking weird a lot of the place looks when you're moving around doing tricks and all of a sudden a piece of the map is just missing for no reason and such. And floating tables. You might be noticing the floating table there. Yeah, it's all weird. The PS2 version is a lot more polished than this, basically. But yeah, now it's time for Horse, which is the only interesting good thing about this, the fact it's actually turning Horus into its own little single player thing and not a multiplayer thing. And that makes it unique. That makes it a unique kind of challenge for like a goal in single player. Oh, and thank you 540 Flip. Fucking rearing your head out to be a dick. But even with the horse thing, even with this pretty unique goal, it doesn't save this game. I will say it's a lot better than the other versions. We've been dealing with the other free games and such so far, the GBC versions, and even the GBA version of Tombstone Skater 2. The third one wasn't that great either, but to be fair, the PS1 version's not that great either. Like, they could have done a lot better. But again, there's limitations in the PS1 version, just they hamper the fuck out of this, and it doesn't help. Anyway, we're actually done with the Kona now. We're actually done with all the goals in Kona, as you can see. So, that's it for Kona, and we'll come back next time for the pro shit as well as goals and gaps and stuff. Because, again, we're not doing gaps until we're done with the majority of the amateur shit. Even though I've missed some of the ones in college. I'll come back to them in my second run through of the pros and shit. Right now, though, let us focus on upgrading stats, which we're actually going to upgrade to fully all the ones that are important except for manuals. We're almost there with that shit, though. And then it's all the ones like spinning and landing and shit that doesn't really matter much. So, what do we have left? Well, what do you think? We've already done all the three we can choose. Now we are forced to do London. So that's it for Kona, as you can see. And next time we'll be doing London. So, thank you for watching, everybody. And I'll see you guys next time.